So who was that? Esdem the Mutilator. Is that my boss? Yeah. Hence he has 19,000 population now. And that was one of the 3 great clans that's just gone. So I guess his manpower hasn't Oh, it hasn't recovered. Yeah, he's 10,000... No, 6,000 people short. So how do you absorb clans? I guess you inherit them? New clan. Clan Timur of Timurid. Is he lame? He's a dwarf. So what would his name be? Timurorf. I love the fact we've got a Timurid clan now. That's not at all worrying. And Umasids. Okay, so it looks like you always have to have 9 clans. And he's just given away some land, so we're actually very close in power again. Although his max population is 10,000 higher. Okay. Who can do the interaction to absorb them. Okay. How would I know, and how do I get to that stage? Start a feud with another clan, allowing you to declare dispute wars on them unless you are the Kargan. You are never allowed to raid or declare war on subject clans. So because I have a feud with Uda, I can declare war on Uda to dispute these places. Oh, and that's how I can take territory from them. There's not really anything connecting me to them, because I'm entirely on this side of these mountains. Someone say there's a mountain. Is that the Urals? No, Urals are over here. I don't know what that is. If someone better at Russian geography than I can tell me what this is, then please do. The Altai Mountains, thank you. You can absorb traitors after you beat them, and we just smashed them, so okay, that's how it works. A most impressive woman has recently arrived at court. Apparently the reason for her visit has been to arrange a trade agreement with the local merchants. While people did not think much of her at first, now you have many courtiers praising her savvy business sense. Maybe you could make her an offer. Ooh, she's pretty good at that. Except I don't really like having people... I mean, she is really good at her job. And you can collect more tribute for me. Oh, no you can't. Why is that even an option if it's not a thing that actually exists? Well, I guess you're improving the domain. And Tekka owes me a favour. What can I do with that? Vote for me on the council. Succession. Prevent or force realm peace. And then acceptance of arranged marriage, educate child, end plot, invites council, call to arms, embargo, factions, council position. Okay. I mean, having a marshal would be quite useful, and actually having a spy master would be quite useful. 2 geniuses. This is awesome. Should... I was going to say I should probably put you in as the marshal. Married. Let's not select you there. Close. And then court. Is that you? No. It's you then. A brawny genius. Oh, you are married. I was hoping I could marry you into the family somehow, because a brawny genius would be a great trait to have. Why do I play without council? Because I like actually being able to do things through the council. Because I have council laws. You can no longer ignore the irritation in your throat and you begin to violently cough. Hey Mike, what did you miss? An entire game? I do feel like we do need a spy master. You know what, I'm going to make the wife the spy master. I don't see how this could possibly backfire. I'm going to make you the kundir, and I'm going to bribe you. There you go. At least you don't want to just straight up murder me anymore. I'd quite like to have a marshal because you will increase the amount of manpower I'm generating. So I think to that end, I need to search men. Not a ruler. Will join court. My religion. Begluk is shrewd, brilliant strategist, heavy infantry. Yeah, not hugely useful for me. Aggressive leader. That is very useful. Stubborn and ambitious. Not quite as good a general. Well, actually, if I'm going to make you my marshal, then the traits don't matter so much. What's that? Uncouth. Oh, that's defender as opposed to heavy infantry. I mean, for the Vikings, you would be a ridiculous leader. Bugluk would be hired in an instant if he were the right religion. But for horsemen, yeah, not so useful. I mean, I'd kind of like to make you the marshal. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to the court. I'm going to make you my marshal. I'm going to stop you being a commander, which apparently you've done automatically. I'm going to say never deploy. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to say, so, about those troops that you could be getting for me. Let's have some more manpower growth, eh? You realise you've been free of the cough for a few days now. You'll be able to sleep at night without waking with a cough is a blessing. Good. The other thing I probably don't have is a physician. No, I don't. So I would like to try to get one if I can. I can't. Why not? Because I don't know what a physician is. That literally looks like it's the case. Request council support. See, I just don't rate favours very highly. I've never really been able to use them properly. So, no. I'll vote my own way, thank you. Especially because he might use that favour to pull me into a stupid thing. Which is entirely not in my interest. Okay, so you are going to become a commander. And you are also going to become nothing. Alright, I'm going to have to annoy someone here, but I don't really care. So one of the guys that's not currently fighting, which is these two. Who's the more useless? You're pretty useless. You're even more useless. So you revoke honorary title. Ishad. Oh, I've made him upset. And then I can make you an Ishad instead. Now I'm really tempted to strip that Ishad from the other useless guy. Although he's 65, he's probably going to die soon. We'll wait for that. Stop asking me for council support. I'm not going to give it to you. Tribals and nomads can't look for court physicians, it seems. So I just kind of got lucky with having a physician before. I wonder if that's a thing I can continue to just search for a mystic or a physician. Kind of seems like I just got really lucky in that case. Well, let's see if there's anyone with a high learning skill. There's loads of mystics. They just won't join the court. Oh, they're all out of range. What about physician? And there are 2 renowned physicians who are also mystics. Can I, like, do an intrigue thing to plot to kidnap? I'll make her an offer she can't refuse. And we lost the war. But that is the end of the war. So, is there anything I want to do? You have 1,800 troops. Plus your 2,700. Crikey. So, Ulungur is probably a little bit too strong for me to go after. Begal, however, is very small. Don't have a CB against you. Unlike you, where I have loads. See, I'd very much like to go for Cumania. Cumania is kind of my backyard. So, let's do a quick look at government to see if there's anywhere that I could be raiding. Actually, due south of me is feudal. Just south of Ulungur, so I'm going to have to go through Ulungur to do it. But we can absolutely go into raiding stance. And it's all of these revolt territories. This is like you're just giving me feudal territories to go and steal money from. You are so kind. Thank you ever so much. And you apparently need to be bribed. That can be arranged. Hang on. This is another Sutai revolt. He's fairly decent. But having just fought tooth and nail to defend the boss, that's quite a lot of land you're bringing there, buddy. 3,000 troops. And you have 200. So it really would be me fighting against them. I'm kind of okay with you seizing the throne. You're Tamabukid, which is a much smaller group. $7,000. Would this be an opportunity for me to rise up as well? Oh, you're a different ruler. Hold on. Where's our capital? Oh, it's there. You have 2,700. So I could humiliate my own ruler and steal 25% of his population. 3,700 versus your 3,500. I think this is a war you're going to lose. So I'm going to humiliate you. Nope, the council... No, the council says yes. Now, has that just given me independence, I wonder? Maybe we'll just do a quick save there, just you know, in case. And now we need to go up here. And my boss is me again, so we're going to make you a commander. Wow, without the really high Gorget, he's actually got a pretty fancy beard. Might want to have saved before I did that. I wasn't expecting it to just spit me out. But I guess, yeah, that would make sense. So when I get this peace deal, I gain prestige, he loses prestige, and I get a bunch of population. So I suspect I'll be incorporated into Satai again after that. It's just, right now I'm not. So now I need to see whether he goes after me or after the Sutai revolt. Because frankly, if he just capitulates, then I'll help him. Maybe. Probably not. At that point, he won't have the prestige to be the legitimate ruler. Those are only hills. We outnumber you 2-1. I have fairly decent commanders. The problem I have is not a huge amount of manpower. Yep, my gamble definitely paid off. No commander there. These two are both half as skillful as mine. And that was a fairly decisive victory. Let's go for the capital. And now I'm realizing that you're actually right next door to me. So I could totally try and grab your territory after this war is done. Because you're also independent. Somehow. Oh, I'm in raiding stance. Does that mean I have to go back home and then come back again to actually siege you down? I have a feeling it might. Well, I got a bit of money. No, actually I didn't. Great, and now it's attrition time. Taking very little attrition here. Considering it's February in the Siberian waste. Okay, 35%, 25% attrition. That's quite a lot. Let's get out of that before the end of February. Kur Mazda, Faith Triumphant. Adherents of Zoroastrian faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Kurmadza are believers of the majority. So Zoroastrian has fallen. Interesting. Ooh, that was... Ow! Ow! That was a painful tick. Let's not do that again. Why do I feel like I'm only at... No, it's tracing around that. So it is this bit. That's all owned by the same guy, so why is that chasing around it? Oh, I don't know. In fact, that's a conquerable province. We should probably conquer it. Nathaniel! Oh, yeah, right. Do that. I'm teaching you. Where's Bussy? There's Bussy. Oh, you're a daughter. So is Nathaniel. Different portrait. Even though they're both girls. Both Uyghur. So in fact, Kalinas, you are the eldest son. I thought Bussy was. Expanding next to Khotan would be great. There's a 7... There it is. Karakoja. And that is a major trade route. Interesting. So maybe I do need to go through Ulungur. Good knowledge there, Cold Rage. Oh, S Black one, sorry. I saw the C from CS Hague and assumed. Stupidly. Alright, this siege is not going to take very long. Might actually be the Chia Kingdom. You mean another 7 holding? I'm pretty sure it is this place, Karakoja. I mean, this is a ridiculous spot, and it is on the trade zone. And it is one of the potential trade post trade zones. Oh, there's another one. That's not. There's one. Yeah. There's one. There's actually quite a few here. Alright, this area is a lot richer than I realized. It was 3, not 7. Seven? Oh no, 6. Anyway, we have taken their capital. Now I need to move up to here. I really do need to go raiding for some money. Oh, no, there's a province here I can take. Let's take that first. I just saw one of their armies heading off west. The Siberian wastes disappeared in September. The snow of the... Oh no, it's back again. Wow, it does not get much of a summer, does it? It's like the month of September is your summer. You're going to try and retake this, but you don't have the time to escape after you've done it. See? The Battle of Zavkan. One day, you'll have to specialize. I hear the voice of my old quartermaster in my head as I look out over the battlefield in the desert of Zavkan. Inside me fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles. But what will it be? Cavalry leader? Maybe? Possibly? Focus on cavalry? I think that might possibly, maybe, might have a benefit. Not entirely sure, but I think it might. Can you build trade routes? You can't build trade routes, but you can build trade posts. So, alright, give me a sec. I found a physician, apparently. No? You just gained the title. Sure, have the title. Seeing as I can't search for them. So, trade routes. As far as I understand, and I have not played since this system came into play, there are 2 ways of getting a trading post. The first one is in the provinces which have this little bag of cash. You can build trade posts there, and those are done through a slightly separate interface. If I click on one of my own provinces, I can show you. Down here you have trade post, and if you click on it, and if you have access to it, which I don't right now, then you can build various buildings in that trade post, much like if it were a hospital or a fort. Actually, forts, don't know if they have upgrades, but hospitals and trading posts definitely do. The other way is if you are playing a merchant republic, much like Holland over here. These coloured provinces that Holland owns are where trading posts are, and you can see them on the map because they have this icon. So you see over here, Hull just has a little dock. This one has an actual harbour. And if we click on this, you can see that it's going to... It has a value of 10, which is huge. That's like more than most cities. It has a merchant post, or port, which is the trade value. Tax income you gain from the merchant enclave, and then also a little bit of a garrison, though don't rely on that. It's tiny compared to most garrisons. And the more control over... No, sorry, the more contiguous sea zones you have, the more money you will make from trade routes through this. And if you have a trade route that connects to one of these Silk Road endpoints, then you make like bazillions, apparently. Again, I have not played with the Silk Road system. I've only played with the Merchant Republic trade zone system. And the way that you take control of provinces is if you control at least one trade post on a coastal province, then you gain control of it. But if any competitor builds a trade post, say in... No, Suffolk wouldn't do it. In Lincoln, then this would become contested, and no one would own it. So you always need to have at least one more trade post than any of your rivals to control a sea zone. It might also be they need to have one more than you. I don't remember if original owner wins draws. It's been a long time since I played a Merchant Republic. But bear in mind that Merchant Republics are not just one ruler. They also have families. And the different families own trade posts. Or have they got rid of that? Because I thought that was built into the trade zone area. Maybe that's an extra icon which I don't have access to. I don't remember. But it's not just other Merchant Republics you're competing with, it's also the other patricians. So there is an entire economic system underpinning this. I am hoping to play as a Merchant Republic. What's probably going to happen is we've just finished the Gelderland campaign, which established the Norse, because I like the Norse. We're now doing the Horse Lords, where we're going to reform Tengri. We can then either try and reform Slavic or Suamenosko, or play a Catholic in order to try and save Catholicism, which is one thing I'm definitely going to do because I want to do Crusades. And then at some point, either for that or after, probably after all of this stuff, we'll play a Merchant Republic and just see how much money we can make. Because late game Merchant Republics can become really quite potent because they get access to money, so they can be the Ark Manipulators, which in a very Norse world is going to be interesting because we're going to be raided constantly. But they can also field some absolutely ginormous armies just because of the sheer amount of cash they have. Actually, yeah, that's the thing we haven't looked at yet. Is Caitlin still alive? Nope. Aldulf has taken over. Caitlin lasted until the rarefied age of 76. She lasted quite a long time. She was, what, 71, 72 when we stopped? And they've taken a province in Sweden again. And also in... Oh, that's Northumberland, that's still England. But they seem to be expanding. They've taken Wales. I've just noticed that. Wales was a unified kingdom and they've absorbed it. Duke Wulfrith of Gwynedd. Oh no, that's a kingdom. No, it's not. That's still a duchy. So that's a Christian duchy, but that'll probably convert. So there is a very good chance that England's going to become Norse, I would say. A very good chance. Because the Gelderland that rules over it is really strong. And it will be very difficult for them to rise up and overthrow them. Right, anyway, we need to continue this so we can actually end this war before we ourselves get overrun. Okay, so that's manpower, that's not score, so that is based entirely on the number of troops that you have as a manpower thing. And manpower is always, I assume, going to be a percentage of the population? Yeah, 2,850 out of 1,800, so it must be, what, 2% or something? Take over Khotan, raise everything and build trade posts maybe. That's the kind of thing I was certainly thinking of. I think we would need to take Ulunga out to do that. Though not necessarily, because enclaves are allowed. Oh wow, they won the war already. Crap. How on earth did they win that war so quickly? The rebels had so many more troops, they must have captured him. Oh, man. I'm going to get annihilated. I don't have much manpower. Toles, it was you. Chest pains. Uh-oh, shooting pain strikes your chest after a moment of agony. It passes for now. I just had a heart attack, I think. Early stage of dysentery. Insists you follow his instruction. Okay, maybe not. To alleviate the pain, Cecil lit 3 candles and had you join hands with him. After a moment of silence, he had you repeat some words after him in a language you do not understand. I'm not sure that did anything. Well... Bugger. I think I need to basically just try and keep... these occupations aren't doing it. I'm gonna have to force a battle. But you quite significantly outnumber us at this point. My manpower cannot maintain a long campaign. Plains, plains, plains. So these are the mountain provinces. That's where I need to get to. Was that mountains? That's mountains. So I need to do something like this. Because 4,000 against 2,500 is a fight I'll never win. 2,500 against 1,000, however, I probably would. Except they're coming for us. That fight ended, or that siege ended a lot quicker than I was hoping. Damn it, they caught us! And this is out in the open. Where we're getting annihilated as I suspected we would. Ah, this is over. The Battle of Edgin. My cat has become a true treasure here on the plains, acting as an anchoring kindness to any injured soldier. Of course I was annoyed when I first found that it had gone to sleep in one of my saddlebags and followed me into battle. Now I'm really coming around to... Whack. Is that an arrow? No! Your cat is added to the list of casualties. Where is the enemy in? Commander, I will kill him myself. How good am I? Maybe. You chased down Colin Toles. You're the one who failed. It's your fault I'm fighting this battle in the first place. I'm absolutely going to kill you. I was chasing Khan Toles over the plains when Boomin shoved me aside, barking, "I'll take this one, my lord!" slowly swinging his axe. Oh, how chivalrous. Boomin did well in the duel. Boomin, Boomin, Boomin. Which one's Boomin? Boomin. 38. Yep, he's better at that than I am. Alright, you need to be trained, Bussy, in the art of fighting, because you're going to be fighting for your life. There's not a lot I can do about this anymore. Yeah, I took a lot more casualties. I cannot afford to replenish those. I think I'm just going to take the GG at this point. No, you're not even going to accept that. So I'm going to be the one losing the prestige instead of you. Ah. How did you lose that so quickly? You had 3,000 troops. Admittedly, I never saw them. But you did. You had that many. And yet... Well, seeing as they're going to be fighting me to a surrender anyway, I may as well go all out. It's too bad there's no middle ground. The peace deals in this are a little bit lackluster. All or nothing. Crusader Kings! Rome, the city of St. Peter, and the very seat of the... not anymore, papacy itself has fallen to infidels. Oh, yeah, obviously. In response, the Pope in exile, His Holiness Pope Nicolaus, has declared his intention to forge a great alliance of Christian lords in order to reclaim the Eternal City. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars. The Crusades. Foolish posturing. What you need are a good bunch of horses. With that, you can do anything. The Knights of St. John! It's the knights themselves! We're all doomed. A decree has been issued confirming the foundation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The knights, who have already protected and cared for the sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now carry the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers may call upon their support in wars against heretics and heathens, but they will not fight those of their fellow faith. The Knights Templar. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights, the poor fellow soldiers of Christ of the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short, have sworn to protect pilgrims travelling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order, and this will allow pious Catholic rulers to call upon their aid, though they will only fight against heretics and infidels. I assume you will play as the knights at some point. You can't. They're not playable. Because they're not landed. And they're not dynastic. Although, considering... Well, no, I guess merchant republics are technically dynastic because you do have the patrician family. But no, you cannot play as holy orders. The Order of the Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem has been formed, sponsored by the Catholic Church and the Holy Roman Emperor. The Holy what now? The Teutonic Order, much like the Knights of St. John and the Knights Templar, primarily protect and care for pilgrims to the Holy Land, but will serve any Catholic ruler willing to pay for their upkeep. Being a religious order, they will only fight heretics and infidels. Wouldn't that change in Holy Fury? Nope. The Knights of Santiago, which were some of the best knights in medieval too. The chivalric order owes its name to Santiago Matamoros, or St. James the Moorslayer, as he is known in other parts of the world. The Order of Santiago enjoys the official sponsorship of the Catholic Church, and its knights have sworn to purge entire realms of heathens and heretics if so requested by a Catholic order. No, Catholic ruler, even. Anyway, I think that this is as good a time as any to end. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. And want to see how we die horribly. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel in other ways, check out my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Mordred Viking. I do have a YouTube channel which you can find at this link here. That is where I post videos like this one. There is going to be the whole of the Gelderland campaign posted up there. European Universalis is doing well. And also some Total War Warhammer. No, Total War. Yeah, Warhammer. Just started that. And Attila, long-running campaign. Then finally, I do also have a Discord. That is where I hang out. It's where the community hangs out. They're a very cool bunch. They know an awful lot about games. And we talk a lot about them. So come join us. Who dat? Onion of Katarina, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you here, and I am looking forward to seeing you guys again in the future. I will be streaming again tomorrow for another full day of Crusader Kings. That's going to be kicking off at 5 PM GMT, and we'll be continuing this series, and then continuing on after that 10 PM GMT, after having had an hour or so for lunch. No, dinner. Lunch. And we'll probably be continuing, depending on how far we get. So, thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Oh, I may as well see. There's quite a few here. Let's see if anyone else is streaming. I'll throw my raid. Crusader Kings II. Alright, so there's a guy whose stream is called Did Someone Say Crusade? Considering the Crusader orders just became active, I think that would be a good one. So we're going to go and raid Trader VYX. Go over there, say hello from Mordred Viking, and that would be really cool. So head on over, hopefully you enjoy. / raid, that dude. Okay. And I'll see you very, very soon. As soon as this advert ends. Right, let's do this.